Hey family, hello butterflies. Thank you all for taking the time to watch this celebrity reading. I'm doing a celebrity reading on the late Amy Winehouse. Amy Winehouse, let me grab her beautiful picture right here. Okay, there we go. It's kind of blurry and I apologize. Amy Winehouse died from alcohol poisoning on July the 23rd of 2011 in London. Okay. And she was very well known and definitely loved. And she had many, many, many fans. Okay. Now, let me see something here. I'm trying to see where I want to put her picture at. I want to blow her eyes, blow up this picture so I can see her eyes. She has some beautiful eyes. Look at them. They just pop. So anyway, family, you already have an idea what led up to her untimely death. Okay. I believe she was married, and what I'm doing, I'm just setting my intentions. I'm gonna let the spirit just do the talking. Anything the spirit wants to know concerning Amy Winehouse, as far as what was going on with her, as far as the events that led up to her untimely, demise, shall I say? Okay. And before I get started, whatever you see here in this reading concerning the late Amy Winehouse, it is not facts. It is allegedly, and this is for entertainment purpose only. But I am led by the Spirit. I'm seeing divine insights on the late Amy Winehouse. Um, what was going on with her, as far as I stated, the events that led up to her untimely death. Okay. All right. So let's get with this reading, family. I want more of a bigger picture of her. Hold on. All right. This is more bigger right here. I'm gonna use this one instead of this one. And I'm also going to start off using the Psychic Tarot deck. Okay, I'm going to start off using this. Okay, I have the microphone here. 'Cause I want to make sure many of you can hear me good. A lot of times, maybe if you say, I can't hardly hear you that well, so I'm going to try this way, okay? All right, so let's get with it. So I want my butterflies to receive clarity, okay? And I'm just pretty much, asking my spirit guides to connect with Amy spirit guides, okay? All right. Spirit guides with Amy Winehouse spirit guide. Seeking clarity on the event that led up to her death, untimely death. Seeking clarity on the late singer Amy Winehouse. family. I apologize for the background noise. My little queen doing her. Okay, I'm gonna start off right here. I'm gonna set these to the side, but I always pay attention to what's in the back, and it says obstacles and challenges. So Amy was experiencing some obstacles and challenges in her personal life. Okay. None of this is in divine order, family. They're pretty much events that were playing out behind the scenes, allegedly. I had to say that. Okay. And you know what? I don't think Amy had any children that I know of. I know she was married, but I don't know if she was still married when she had passed. But anyway, let's get with this reading. Any of you feel free to give me the 411 down below in the comment section. I appreciate it. Okay. The first card, it is upside down. The first card is upside down, okay? This card speaks about the mental, okay? Like what's going on with a person up here. This is triumph and success. Like for instance, if Amy was dealing with a conflict, mental conflict, okay? And that's the inability to get over something or someone, like something that's constantly bothering you and it's hard for you to shake it off. If she was dealing with a mental conflict, I would say, you know what? She overcame it. Okay, whatever that was bothering her, that was hard for her to shake it off, she overcame it. Okay, she overcame it. But her card came out upside down. So she was struggling with some things, shall I say, some personal issues, mental issues. Let me just say that. And whatever that was for Amy, okay, it was hard for her to um, fight the good fight, if you know what I mean. It was hard for her to shake it off so she can move forward from it. So obviously she was dealing with a mental conflict. And this camera represents losing the battle due to that mental conflict. And you know, like I know, when people have issues, childhood wounds, whatever the case may be, okay, a lot of times they put a band-aid on it by drinking, by doing drugs, due to being sexually overactive. Because what they're doing, they don't want to feel, they don't want to think about the pain or whatever that's bothering them, so they try to put a band-aid on it, okay? And we know this to be true with Amy's situation. So at the end of the day, this represents lack of triumph and success due to the challenges that she was dealing with when it comes to the mental, all right? Losing a battle there. Next, we have, it's upside down, we have love begins. As I stated, I did Google her name. It let me know that she was married. Now, I don't know if she was still married when she had passed away. But anyway, this says love begins. And this can mean many things. It can be due to a relationship or due to her career. She loves her career, a project. It's pretty much what this means to her. But her card came out upside down. So this says love ends. So allegedly, she could have been having issues, personal issues in her marriage. Okay. I wasn't there. I don't know what was going on with her personally, but God knows. Whatever this means to her, it's speaking about the ending of love, but it's what it means to Amy. Is it, she falling out of love with her husband? She's falling out of love when it comes to she's falling out of far as having love for the career that she was in. It's pretty much what this meant to her. Okay, but this is the opposite of love begin. This is love ends. So who knows? In her personal life, she could have been, you know, it could have been some little issue with her in her marriage. Who knows? She could have been thinking about getting a divorce. Who knows? Next, this card is upside down. This is positive movement forward. Now, this card, it can let me know no matter what we see here, no matter what we see here that came out, if it's due to something negative, shall I say, due to challenges, there's going to be positive moving forward, okay, from anything here that's may come out as negative, okay? But we know that this sister passed, okay? Because she was fighting with some demons. And so the spirit is letting us know out of her challenges, there would be no positive movement forward. Next, we have the sacrifice card. You can say Amy was sacrificed, okay? You can say Amy was operating in self-sacrifice, and that's due to the choices, the poor choices that she was making in her life. Um, when I think about this card, I think about holding on to things or people that are not for your highest good. Okay, um, but it is stated out there that she passed away from alcohol poisoning. So obviously, she had a drinking issue. Okay, allegedly, she had a drinking issue. So anyway, this just lets me know about self-sacrifice. Okay, excuse me, family. So the sacrifice card came out. Oh, but represents something that she's doing. Okay, to herself. Now, had this card been upside down, I would say it's an outside entity other than Amy that's trying to sacrifice her. But her card came out upward. Okay? This is self sacrifice. What are you holding on to? What are you doing that's not for your highest good? And this also represents putting others before yourself. Next is upside down. This is trapped in fear. When this card is upward, I'm gonna have to hold this microphone. When this card is upward, it's speaking about more like a physical trapped in fear. You're in an environment, shall I say, held against your will, or you somewhere that you don't want to be, and you feel trapped. Okay, you don't see a way out. Amy card came out upside down, so this lets me know about the mental conflict. This lets me know that it was really what was going on in her head. Okay, probably her own worst fears, her issues, fear-based thoughts, but a lot of her issue was going on up here, family. Okay, I'm gonna read up on this card. It has additional meaning, but it's pretty much what I just stated. Okay, but I'm trying to spirit do the talking. So hold on. Let me look this card up. But this is pretty much this pretty much speaking about trap and fear from a mental perspective. Okay, um, it's pretty much like she doesn't see a way out of a situation, okay? But it's her thinking. It has her thinking that, okay? Pretty much like a person can't see light at the end of the tunnel, but it's their thinking. All right, hold on. All right, I'm getting ready to read up on this card, and I'm going to leave it upside down. This card reveals that it's actually your own fears that has you immobilized and trapped, preventing you from making decisions or choices. You are the one who is holding yourself prisoner or hostage. And in order to continue your journey, you must first face your fears so that new people and conditions can manifest. Many individuals choose to stay. Hold up, family. I'm trying to read this and hold on to this. All right. Many people choose to stay in the situation because they can't see the road ahead. They feel a misguided sense of safety there, so they're afraid of starting something new. But staying will only add to your level of stress and anxiety and create adverse effects in your physical body. So what I'm thinking about is that marriage she was in. It seems to me she wasn't all that happy in that marriage. Just saying. Because this speaks about staying in a situation that you really don't have to. Okay. But staying will only add to your level of stress and anxiety and create adverse effects in your physical body. Seek out wise counsel for assistance. You don't have to do this alone, but know that you possess all the tools that you need to free yourself. You've forgotten how strong you really are. This period will end when you use your mind to cut through the limitation caused by your emotions. And that's the battle that it was hard for her to overcome, family. Next, this is the fertility card. Now, this card represents motherhood, or you can say allegedly. Amy could have been expecting before, her untimely, demise. But also, this card represents her mother could have been on her mind, especially if her mother's deceased. Okay, deceased or not, because this represents motherhood. It represents fertility also. This card also represents, because it came out upward, it represents growth and good seed, especially if it's a project that Amy was trying to take on. It's a positive omen, as far as, that it will turn out in the way that she would want it to. It would be successful as well when it comes to a project. But anyway, I'm just gonna let this sit here. Like I said, it represents motherhood, birth of a child. I haven't heard anything about Amy expecting a child. You know, um, during this time. But like I said, maybe she's thinking about her birth mother. Next, we have the harmony card. This is a couple card, and the only person I can think of is her husband. Okay. Anyway, upper represents harmony. Upside down represents lack of harmony. When this card is upside down, it represents lack of harmony. It represents fight, disagreements, separation. Okay. So anyway, this was definitely was on her mind or was going on behind the scenes. Okay, something was bothering her that was causing her to be drinking. She was definitely hurting and trying to put a band-aid on her feelings, on her, how she's feeling. Anyway, well, how she was feeling. Let me see it like that. Next is upside down. This is the base chakra card. It represents I have. Amy was giving out the vibration I don't have. It's something that she really wants. And you know what? It could be this. Let me see. It could be this. But maybe she wanted a child. Because this represents I don't have. So maybe she was thinking about this. But she's saying I don't have. And if she wasn't thinking about, someday, being a mom or having a child with her husband, it could be this right here I don't have. Okay, especially if they had separated or if they had a fight and a breakup. Like you still be married and still break up if you separated. It just depends on what this means to her. I don't have. Next, this is the victory and success card. Amy card came out upside down. Okay, I'm going to read up on this card. It's pretty much saying there would be no victory and success in this situation. Okay, let me read up on it. What number is this? Number 6. Okay. Now this says good news is on its way, but this card is upside down, so no, no good news. If anything, we all received bad news due to hearing about her death. This card also reminds you to stay grounded, remember where you came from, and keep your ego in check. Don't lose who you really are. This victory can be used as a teaching tool for the future. Realize that if you came through this challenging time, you can achieve anything. So, yes, she was dealing with some challenges, and unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. Okay, she didn't win the battle, especially due to any issues that she had. She wasn't able to overcome them. Let me see. This is in my way. I'm gonna set this right here so I can continue. Mm. All right, my butterflies already know what time it is when I use this deck. I'm just seeking clarity on these messages right here, family. This is the Divine Shadow Self Oracle. This will help me get an idea of those shadow aspects that were going on with Amy uh, due to the events that led up to her death. Also, will help me to receive clarity on these messages as well. When it comes to hold on, let me give a shout out to Divine Vision. Shout out to Divine Vision. Now, this divine shadow self oracle, it speaks about those shadow aspects that we all have, and Amy is a prime example. She was dealing with some personal issues, okay, and she was dealing with her some demons as well. So for many people, those shadow aspects are their demons. It's pretty much those shadow aspects that you don't want to face. You don't want to face your issues. You don't want to face your demons, or you don't want to face your worst fears. Okay, but it will also help us get an idea about events that was playing out or anybody that could have been around her that could have been affecting her mood. Okay, so let's get with it. Affecting her mood in a negative way. All right, hold on, family. Okay, I was told to stop. Let me set this aside. When it comes to the triumph and success card, it came out upside down. It's speaking about the mental. It's hard for her. She was dealing with a mental conflict. I got here manipulation, brutality, internalizing, taking things in. This is the Love Begins card. It came out upside down. Love ends. I got explosive. That's emotions heating up. She going from 1 to 10, feeling very emotional, and not in a good way. I have numbness, and anytime I get numbness, this right here is a telltale. This lets me know that someone is trying to numb the pain. Okay, they don't want to feel. And a lot of times they try to put a band-aid on it by drinking or drugs. Okay, so she's feeling numb due to this right here. Due to this right here, love ends. But it depends on what this means to Amy. Cause if it's not talking about her marriage, it can be, it doesn't really matter. It's somebody that she loves and care about. Let me just say that. Okay. Hell, I mean, it can be due to someone could have transitioned in her family or someone that she cared about. Okay. But it has here love in. It represents separation. Okay. From somebody you love. So anyway, explosive, emotions heating up, numbness, and feeling helpless. Next, this is positive movement forward. According to the spirit, there would be no positive movement forward. And the reason being due to the choices that she made, okay, moving forward, as far as how she choose to deal with that situation. Argumentative, being very argumentative, antisocial, and there we go, held hostage. But this is pretty much more of a mental, feeling trapped. It's like she was in a situation, whatever this meant to Amy, that she couldn't see a way out. She felt trapped. Now, could they be trapped in a marriage, a loveless marriage? Could they be trapped in, in a business due to a poor contract? It just depends on what it means to her. Next, we have the sacrifice card. And it also can speak about being sabotaged. I have here flighty. That's the one that's easily to get upset. Hostility, destruction, sudden destruction, sacrifice. Next, the trapped in fear card. Hers came out upside down. Bias, condescending. This could be Amy energy or the person that was around her. Okay, that was coming off condescending to her. Callous, showing no emotion. I believe this is Amy right here showing no emotion because she was feeling numb. To me, it seemed like that's how she deals with her pain. As far as whatever she's going through, she don't want to feel nor think about it. So she chooses to you know, use other substitute, shall I say. All right, next. The fertility card represents motherhood and fertility of a child, birth of a child. Got here depression, shame, feeling ashamed, and abandonment issues. Experiencing abandonment issues. So maybe she's thinking about this birth mother. Just depending on what this meant to her. Next we have harmony card. Two couples, whether it's two females, two males, or male and a female. Right here, lack of harmony, fight, disagreement, separation. Out of this, closed off. This is someone who's keeping their feelings to themselves. They don't want to talk about what's going on with them. They are very withdrawn, closed off, coming off defensive, and defiance. This is the base chakra card. It represents I have. She getting off the vibration. Well, she's giving off the vibrational energy I don't have. Okay, denial. So it looks like she was in denial about something. Coming out fearful. So she was dealing with fear-based thoughts and feeling regret. And if it is a child, if she wanted a child, and who knows? Amy could have had a miscarriage. We don't know. I don't know. For those of you that are her fans, I mean, did she ever get pregnant before and had a miscarriage? Just saying, because it has here regret, or maybe it can be that she regret not having a child. Allegedly. And lastly, victory and success. It came out upside down. There would be no victory and success in this situation. We have here betrayal. So hold up. I'm sensing this is her energy. I'm sensing that Amy felt she felt betrayal by someone, and the only person I could think of would probably be that husband of hers. Okay, but it's somebody that she let get close to her. Like, can nobody sabotage you or make you feel like this unless you let them get close to you. Okay. Um, I'm sensing this is her energy. Okay, her shadow energy. This is how she. Well, I'm not gonna say her shadow energy, but I feel like she felt betrayal. Okay, due to somebody that she cared about and knows. Antagonist, hostility, and humiliation. Experiencing humiliation. So now I'm starting to wonder, allegedly, when it comes to that marriage that she was in, um, was the husband cheating? Just saying. And I'm saying allegedly. And who knows behind the scenes, maybe just thinking about her marriage. It was going to nowhere. Something jumped off that was affecting her, you know, emotionally. 'Cause as we think, our emotions flow from there and then our actions. Excuse me, family. I am feeling this, so I want to I'm getting a strong hit on this one. So I'm gonna read up on this too, because she was experiencing some obstacles and challenges, okay? I'm gonna read up on this card too. That card was in the back. This card represents the obstacles and power struggles and challenges that you must face in order to overcome them. This could be a difficult period to get through, but it's not impossible if you open your mind and see the bigger picture of how something went wrong. Don't get caught up in it just because, I'm sorry, don't get caught up in it. Just pause and stand back for clarity. Observe where adjustments are needed or required, or which decision may need to be changed to enable you to move forward in a positive direction. And see, she was struggling when it comes to that. Instead of Amy, cause we did see the explosive card. That's the one who go from 1 to 10. They easy to get upset. Instead of her just sitting back and try to take herself out of the equation so she can, try to see things from a different perspective to gain clarity. She got caught up in the drama. She got caught up in whatever it was that was bothering her. It was just hard for her to, see things from a different perspective because, she pretty much got caught up in the drama, shall I say. And I feel like this is speaking from the perspective of personal, okay? Personal. Not business, but personal. I'm going to pull 6 more cards. Oops, sorry. Okay, family. Let's continue. Right here, this came out upside down. This is conflict and defeat. I think about conflict, I think about fighting, argument. 'Cause we already saw the word argumentative, okay? Out of the so called fight and conflict that Amy was in, I let you be the judge with who. When this card is upward, this represents someone landed on their feet, unharmed. When this card is upside down, out of this conflict, or this struggle, personal struggle that she was experiencing, okay? She was defeated. Okay? She was defeated. Right here, this is financial and material changes. This speaks about challenges as well as changes. Now, Upward represents gain. Upside down represents losses. What's popping up in my spirit is a lot of time when these celebrities in the height of their career, when they pass due to an untimely death, their music really sells. Okay, their music really sells, and it's like they are more. I hate to say it like this, but they are worth more deceased than when they were alive. Okay, so somebody out of this equation gained. Okay, somebody out of this equation gained. She didn't gain. Now we can look at it from this perspective too. Before her untimely death, okay, during the height of her career, you can say that Amy had experienced financial and material changes, and out of those changes, she gained. Okay, it's pretty much how you look at it. Okay, I'm going to read up on this card. But upper represents gain. Period. The number five physical card represents changes, challenges, and losses. Usually relates to material or finance concerns. You may be losing some other things around you, but you must acknowledge and know that besides existing as a physical being, you're an incredible and resourceful spiritual entity. Use your powerful forces within to help you through this difficult period. So, as I stated, it speaks about challenges too. Okay. Everything changes for a reason, and this time isn't meant to be a punishment. Know that your current conditions will transform for the better. A positive question to ask yourself now is, what did I learn from this, and how can I avoid it in the future? But as we see, whatever she was going through in her personal life, she didn't win the battle. We know this already. She didn't win the battle. Next, we have the waiting game. This card speaks about someone who has a decision to make. Okay, and time is ticking, and she has time. Okay, time is not up yet, but Amy had a decision to make. It just depends on what this meant to her. Okay, she was sitting back, reflecting on a decision she had to make before. You know, right here, this is recognition and reward. You can say before Amy passing that she was being recognized for her hard work, for her achievement in the music industry, as well as being rewarded. But also, due to her death, she was still being acknowledged. She was in the spotlight. Okay, she may not been rewarded, but she was in the spotlight. Okay, all eyes were on her due to her untimely death. Okay, so this is one who is receiving recognition and reward. Acknowledged. Next, this is upside down. This is movement, choices, and decisions. So, as I stated, Amy had a decision to make. And when this card is upward, this individual is looking at all of their options because they're getting ready to make a move. Okay. This individual right here is getting ready to make a move, but they're sitting back looking at all their options to see which door to go through. Okay. Her card is upside down. So if she was planning on making a move, it looked like she was procrastinating. It looks like, she was pretty much changing her mind, especially if it's due to her marriage. I'm just saying, allegedly. If she was planning on leaving her husband, it looked like she was just sitting back looking at her options, but she changed her mind, as far as making any move yet. Okay. But due to her passing, we would never know. We would never know. Only thing Spirit letting me know that she had a decision to make before she passed. And whatever that decision was, she didn't make that decision. And maybe it's due to the fact that she passed. She didn't get a chance to make that decision, allegedly. Next, we have prosperity begins. This is someone who is, when it comes to this seed, it depends on what the seed means to Amy. This seed can be a seed as far as a baby, okay, in her womb. This seed can be the hard work that she put in, okay, due to her, singing in the industry. But this is someone who the reaping what they have sown, okay? They're reaping the success, the money. It says prosperity begins, but it also represents other things also, depending on what this meant to her. It can be her career. It can be, like I said, she had a baby in the oven that we know nothing about. It just depends on what this meant to her. But it has here, prosperity begins. And maybe it's due to you know the events that played out before her untimely death, as far as the hard work she put in, that seed working hard and coming to her, abundance, her prosperity. All right, family, I want to see clarity on these three cards right here, and then we're going to use another deck. I'm going to use my homemade celebrity deck. Okay, so I'm going to see clarity on this card: conflict and defeat. Hers came out upside down, letting me know she was defeated, that she did not win this so-called battle. I wanted clarity on this, the waiting game. And this right here, movement, choices, and decision. Hers came out upside down. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Okay, I'm just seeking a little clarity, all right? Anything Spirit wants to know. Right here, I have emotional blackmail, empty. So if she was feeling like this, I see why the unthinkable happened to her. Just drinking, 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 and had overdose or had an alcohol poisoning. When a person feel like this, they feel hopeless. They can't see light at the end of the tunnel. They depressed, and they're just really in a dark place. Okay, so feeling empty. dark. Look at the word dark. She was in a dark place. Drowning. No, she did not actually drown, but she was drowning in her emotions. She was very emotional. She was drowning in her emotions. Ego bound. Passive aggression. Drain. Feeling drained emotionally. Anxiety. Victim. Now, you could say Amy was a victim, something else that was going on with that we know nothing about, or she was playing the victim. That, oh, woe is me, in victim mode. And rebellious. The waiting game. And behind the scenes, it was a lot going on, okay, during this time, okay? Time was ticking, but she had a decision to make. Brainwash, guilt, feelings of guilt, ambivalence, feelings of uncertainty, having mixed feelings, blindsided. Only thing I could think of, family, unless she was blindsided due to, allegedly what was going on with her husband, allegedly. Or she could have been blindsided due to something else. Bitterness, feelings of bitterness, feeling awkward, arrogance, feeling cold. I think about the word numb. Or you could say she was dealing with a cold individual. All right. And lastly, abuse. Now, this can go two ways. You could say, in the relationships that Amy was in, she was experiencing abuse, whether it's physical or verbal abuse due to exchange of negative words. Or, she could have been, abusing alcohol due to self sabotage, allegedly. The last card is upside down. This is movement, choices, and decision, having a decision to make. Think about going through one of these doors right here. She either changed her mind or she didn't get a chance to go through one of these doors due to her untimely death. Complacency, unaware of danger. So maybe when she was sitting around drinking, she probably was unaware that she was doing too much excessive drinking to where she poisoned her system, allegedly. But also, this speaks about unaware of danger also due to one's environment. Okay, envy, aloof, coming out very distant, boredom. So Amy was longing for change. She was feeling very restless. She's feeling very restless. It could be in that career or that marriage. Ghosting. So for me to see this right here, this speaks about someone is not reliable. I think about someone standing you up. Okay, especially if she was gonna meet up with somebody and they didn't show up. You know, that could have crushed her. But anyway, ghosting is playing the part. Or maybe she decided not to show up. Okay. Lustful is playing the part. That can be due to any addictions, whether it's on her part or her significant other part. The word lustful. Selfishness. Aggression. And who knows, maybe when she drinks, these shadow aspects come out. Hostility, aggression, um, coming out very flighty, explosive, emotions heating up, and sabotage. She wasn't able to go through any of these doors due to self sabotage. Either I'm gonna say it like this: either somebody sabotaged Amy, or it's due to her own doing, self sabotage. Okay, it's one or the other, because she was not able to. She was not able to make the decision to go through one of these doors. Okay, so they are saying that you know she had alcohol poisoning, so that would make this self sabotage. But that's what they say, because she's not here to speak up for herself. So I'm just going to say sabotage. All right, I'm going to use my homemade Hollywood reading deck. I like to put my own energy in my own work, and I'm just seeking clarity about anything the spirit wants to know concerning Amy. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it up in the air. Anything the spirit wants to know, it's allegedly anyway. Okay, but there is some truth in my reading. I'm gonna leave it up in the air and let the spirit reveal anything to us about Amy. Amy Winehouse. Seeking clarity about Amy Winehouse. Anything the spirit wants to know, shedding light on any darkness surrounding Amy Winehouse, surrounding her death, her untimely death, seeking clarity on Amy Winehouse. Seeking clarity on Amy Winehouse. Anything the spirit wants to know. I'm gonna go ahead and honor this because I do feel like it's something to this. That's just me. So I'm going to definitely honor this. All right. So the betrayal card that we saw, as I stated, that's due to somebody that Amy know that she feels betrayed them. It can be like I said, that husband or ex-husband. Because like I said, I don't know if they were still married during the time that she had passed, or it can be a friend. And one card came out letting me know something about a fake friend. Okay. I want to see something real quick. Hold on, family. I want to see something real quick. Okay, you'll see why I'm trying to pull this up. I'm just curious. Okay, sometimes I can be a conspiracy theorist, myself. But anyway, it has here this situation in their personal life will not improve. This problem will not get any better. So the spirit is letting us know whatever that she was dealing with, it was not going to improve. Okay, the situation was only going to get worse. Okay, it was not going to get any better. I'm gonna read it again. This is confirmation. This situation in their personal life will not improve. This problem will not get any better. I'm going across. It has here shed of blood due to being in rituals. Now, let me say this real quick. Amy passed away. It has here July the 23rd, 2011. Okay. I haven't heard anything about no bloodshed. All I know is they said that she died due to alcohol poisoning. Okay. Excessive drinking. Now, it says shed of blood due to being in a ritual. Now, I'm going to tell you what stands out to me, okay? The word ritual. And these celebrities are known, people don't want to hear this now, but they are known due to staying power, staying in those positions, or as far as staying irrelevant in the industry. They are known for doing rituals, whether they took part in them or they were just there observing. But there are things that are required of them to do, okay, as far as playing the game, if you know what I mean, okay. Now, sometimes these celebrities take part in these rituals. Sometimes their family members might die mysteriously. I'm just trying to give you an example, okay, and that right there can, make their career jump. It's just due to a sacrifice. Now, this says shed of blood due to being in a ritual. So what I'm going to do real quick, I have this list and I forgot where I found it. Okay, but it speaks about satanic rituals. It's like a satanic ritual calendar. Okay, so I want to see something real quick. I just want to see something. So it's saying here that she died, according to Google, July the 23rd. Now let me see something real quick. I just want to see something. Let me pull this up real quick. Okay. You see, you read it. Can you read it? Can you read that? Satanic ritual calendar. See that? It's blurry. I apologize, okay? So what I want to see the date. Now, let me see something. Okay, it has here they got one for July the 1st and they got one for August the 3rd. But it's very eerie when these celebrities pass mysteriously. It's always on these dates or close to these dates. Now, they're saying July the 23rd, so it's not that close to July the 1st. So who knows? Maybe, it wasn't a ritual with her. Maybe she actually died due to her own doing. As far as self sabotage, just saying, okay, because the uh the one for July is July the 1st, and that one talking about a blood ritual right there, and the next one is August the 3rd, and that one is a sexual rituals. And I'm not going to tell you what that's all about. You should know, okay? When it comes to what's his name, Epstein, and stuff that they was doing with these young people. Anyway, um, so I just wanted to see something there. I just wanted to see something. But check this out. You see that November the 1st doesn't take a rocket scientist to know who passed on that date. That rapper, okay? That's all I'm going to say. That was part of that group of amigos. Okay, he passed away after 12 o'clock, which was November the 1st. So that was a ritual. Set up, you name it, but it was a ritual. Okay, so I'm through with that. I just wanted to see something. I was just trying to connect the dots with that. But I'm gonna leave that alone. Allegedly, this could be due to something she could have participated in. Okay, as far as going through the doors, because they do have to sign contracts. But everything I'm saying is allegedly. Okay, shed of blood due to being in rituals. Will be exposed. Something about being exposed, whatever that means. And it could be due to being exposed, due to having an addiction, and that due to drinking. It came out of her death. When it comes to her drinking. So I'm just saying allegedly. This is allegedly family. Company industry wants them out of the way. Sabotage. Now we don't know what else that was in her system either. We know they're saying alcohol poisoning. But in order for somebody to sabotage you, you have to let them get close to you. So who all was in her inner circle that was able to sabotage her? Just saying. Upset, mentally and emotionally unbalanced. So according to the spirit, she was very emotional, upset, and unbalanced. They know they are being talked about due to gossip. They do check out social media and they don't like it. So allegedly, when Amy was alive, she would also check out social media to see what's being said about her. And she ain't the only one. It's a lot of celebrities that do that, but they act like they don't, but they do because they really are very bothered and they care about what people say about them. So allegedly, this was something that she would do also. Now, remember, I said, can nobody sabotage you unless you let them get close to you? It has here, fake friend, not loyal. Who is this friend that she allowed to get close to her? If this person is a fake friend, this individual can sabotage her, put something in her drink, just saying, or betray her in some other form of fashion. Check mental health problem unbalanced. So the spirit keeps saying that allegedly Amy was had a mental health issue. Okay, check mental health problem unbalanced. So she had some mental issues. Remember that card that came out about feeling trapped in fear. Well, this is the answer right here. Allegedly, company is not supporting them. They feel held back. They want out of the contract. They feel trapped. So that's what this is about, allegedly. It has to do with the music industry, the company that she was assigned to. She felt trapped for whatever reason. So it was definitely something that was going on that she wanted out of that contract. I'm going to read it again. Company is not supporting them. They feel held back. They want out of the contract. They feel trapped. Hmm. I wonder if she's seeing somebody else. Cause this card says in a balanced, drama-free, fulfilling relationship. But I wonder what she separated from the husband that she was married to. You know what? I'm just going to share it. Cause all relationships have issues, okay? All relationships have issues. So maybe in this timeline, you know, that's how she was feeling, as though she was in a fulfilling relationship. I'm going to honor it, okay? And we have new partnership business alliance deal. So something about partnership, hooking up with somebody, forming an alliance due to a business deal. I'm gonna do about maybe 4 or 6 more cards. This is on the back, and I do honor the cards that come out in the back. It says abuse of power for sex, abuse of power. Now this came out when I had did the reading on um, the artist known as what's her name? Um, I can't think of her name for nothing. Hold on, family. I did a reading on her also. The artist known as Ella May. Okay, I did a reading on her. This came out also in her deck, in her spread. It says abuse of power for sex, abuse of power. So you can imagine those producers, you sign these contracts with these people, how, when you're trying to do business deal, do to partnership alliance, um, how a lot of times, the people uh, behind the scenes want you to have sex with them. That goes on a lot in Hollywood, family. It really do. So this is only allegedly, but it came out. It was in the back, but I'm still acknowledging it because a lot of times, information be in the back also. Okay, so I'm just acknowledging it because it came out in the other girl. I did a reading on. It came out in Ella May reading as well. And that was one of the things allegedly that she didn't like about the business. Okay, you'd be surprised the things that these celebrities have to do as far as jumping hoops, in order to work with certain people and in order to stay relevant in the industry. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's why a lot of them are being exposed, or shall I say, they can easily be blackmailed because it's due to these rituals and people would be filming them having sex with people. Oh, it's just crazy what they have to go through behind the scenes. And then want nobody to know about it, but sometimes it comes out. Seek additional clarity about Amy Winehouse. Anything Spirit wants to know about Amy Winehouse. Seek additional clarity on Amy Winehouse. Seek additional clarity on Amy Winehouse. Anything Spirit wants to know. Okay. I didn't get a strong hit on this one. This came back out. They know that they are being talked about. They are so unbothered. Falling from grace, lost status and respect. And that can be. I don't know if Amy had a drug use addiction. I think she did allegedly, but there were a lot of rumors about her also, and it wasn't good. The information wasn't positive at all. But anyway, falling from grace, lost status and respect. This says sorrow ahead this year. Now I don't know why this will come out in her reading because she has passed. Maybe this is just due to the timeline as far as what was going on with her when it comes to all of this. Okay. But it speaks about sorrow ahead. It has here family member. So it could have been a family member that could have passed that was bothering her also. Something about a family member, allegedly. It has here feels powerless. It has here being exposed, humiliated, and we did see when I used the shadow deck the word humiliation. Being exposed, humiliated. Look at that. Boy with fake friends who need enemies. Fake friend, envy, not loyal. And this is playing a part also. Amy had somebody around her that she allowed to get close to her. And this person was envious of her and they were not loyal at all. A person like this would sell you out, sleep with your husband, and they want to be you. And lastly, set up Hollywood plotting and planning against them Hollywood elites. So I don't know what Amy was doing to where these so-called Hollywood high rollers, elites, allegedly was plotting on her. And one way they can do it is when it comes to the record company, as far as not pushing your, music out there, not getting the airplay on the radio. You know what I mean? The exposure. They can plot on you like that too. Because a lot of these celebrities, it's done to a lot of them. And that's why their music be on hold or their album be on hold because it's just due to manipulation that be going on behind the scenes. But it has here set up Hollywood plotting and planning against them Hollywood elites, whatever that means, okay? And if this is the case, family, this lets me know that Amy was tired of playing the game. Amy probably got tired of going. She probably got tired of going to those Hollywood mansions, allegedly. I believe Amy got tired of playing the game and participating in these so-called Hollywood parties because the fact that she attends these so-called, you know, elite parties, the unthinkable will be going on at these parties. And she may not participate, but the fact that she's there and she's in those rooms seeing the unthinkable, and the point I'm trying to make is, when they see you don't want to play the game, well, you know the rest. Just saying. Much love, much love, much love to Amy Winehouse. May she rest in peace. May she receive the unconditional love, healing from the Most High God, source, the all there is. May she receive the unconditional love and peace that she did not find here on earth. I wish her well in the afterlife. I'm celebrating this sister, thanking her for her gifts and her talents to the world. And I'm wishing her well in the afterlife. Thank you, family, for watching. I appreciate you. If you enjoy this content, hit that like button to push the awareness out there. Thank you for being the wonderful butterflies that you are. I will be getting back to my crime readings and missing person readings soon. I'm just taking a break. So for the next, I don't know, week, I'm going to be doing just celebrity readings. And I'm going to be mixing it up, okay? So you never know who I'm going to upload next. Peace and love to you all, and bye for now.